Ta-da, we are live.
What? We are? There's people here. What is this?
Yeah.
What is this madness?
I have a small following.
You have a loyal following.
I know. It makes me happy.
Oh.
Sky is here. And Haley's here. Haley was from Natalia Lee's live stream last night.
Mm.
So I might get a few new humans in here.
Mm-hmm.
Cachet is here.
Cachet!
And Reese is here, and he had to change his last name because he didn't want to be a Marvel character anymore. Oh my goodness.
What? It's early.
I turned my alarm off at 6:20 because that's when I usually get up, and fell right back asleep thinking that I was just going to lay there and slowly wake up.
Mm-hmm.
So at 7:15, I did the, oh shit, I got to get out of bed because I have to drop the kid off at 7:30. Oh, hey, she's here. Look, a human.
Hello, human.
Hello, hey, sorry. I ran all the way home because I was stuck in a long queue and I didn't make it in time. I'm sorry. But I have food and stuff, and I'm here.
You're cool. We just started like 2 minutes ago, if that.
I know. By the way, I'll probably spend most of today's stream unmuted because there's construction work in the building.
Oh goodness, yeah.
I'm sorry.
That's okay. Oh goodness.
Also, I have popcorn safely made. You can hate me. I'm sorry. I haven't had anything since breakfast.
Oh, I have popcorn here. It is breakfast time, so I don't normally eat popcorn for breakfast. That sounds really good though.
Lay down. No, you're done. Hey.
Sounds like a good idea. Yeah. I'm having it for
God.
What's this, dinner? Because I've had no lunch and it's a bit early for dinner because it's 4:30.
Yeah. I think Carol got slobber all over her. Bones has been extra needy today.
Mine has been kind of acting out because I've been working all day since like 7 a.m. because I'm getting everything ready for uploading the pre-order files, which have to be uploaded by tonight because otherwise I'm screwed. So I didn't pay him as much attention, so he's kind of whiny.
Oh goodness. Mine's just laying here under the desk. This is how he gets attention.
Yeah, but I mean, of all the days when I was going to ignore him, today feels kind of such a sad thing to happen because it's exactly 7 years to the day since I got him, since we brought him. One popcorn? I'll give you one. Just the one. No? Okay. He's too lazy to come get his treat, so he's not getting any.
Use that.
How many people? Hello, good morning. I'm just getting my bearings here.
That's okay. We've got a couple new people. I'll wait for Carol to come back from whatever she's doing so that we can actually introduce ourselves. It's not something we do every time because after Nano, if you don't know us, then
yeah, but if there are new people, I mean, come on.
Did you get drooled on?
No, we're trying to break him out of the habit of eating certain things in the backyard, and I wasn't out there to stop him, so he did, and then he like smeared it all over my sleeve.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
That's why I made that thing. Usually I don't care about dog slobber. The other stuff I do.
Yeah, yeah. Oh wow! Hey, Sky's gonna actually write the story thing. That came out way too sarcastic, and I'm sorry.
I'm going to identify as a burrito. Okay, we're here.
That's cool. I still have like 6 chapters to proof, and then it's formatting time. But I've already written today because I had my stream. So yay.
Yeah. Michael's here. Hello.
The people of Authortube.
All right, so since we have new people, and it's been at least 5 minutes, so whoever doesn't come in, obviously we don't need to introduce ourselves to them.
Yeah.
So, if you guys want to start with introductions.
Sure. I can try. I'm more pumped. I'm drinking energy drinks. That's why. Hello, everyone. My name is Alina. I'm a fiction writer, mostly indie. In theory, I'm still hybrid because there are some books from my former publisher out there, but indie all the way. Also, I write a lot. I have a YouTube channel. That's me.
My name is Sarah Brown. I identify as a burrito today because it's cold. I am an author. I have a channel here on YouTube where I talk and whine about the life of a writer, sometimes under the influence of wine. I am hybrid, although my traditional published book is not being republished until February, so there's that. So
you're still hybrid. You work with a publisher.
Yeah,
that's the curse of the hybrid author.
Yeah,
I was gonna say I still have your book from Kindle Unlimited on there. So
yeah, if you bought it, you have it. Yeah.
No, I bought it when it was published, and it's at the top of my reading list, but then it just gets moved back down because I delayed so many other things, and now I have to do them, and I'm not happy.
I understand.
I'd rather read what I want to read, not what I have to read. But to be fair, it was fun anyway, so also it's books. But
gotcha.
It's the reason why I'm going to probably reject all requests to ever, what do you call it, review books. It's if you give me an indefinite amount of time, I will. So otherwise, I probably won't because something will come up and I'll feel like shit. And yeah, it's not a good feeling.
You making a cameo, sir?
So this is also the dog channel. We all have dogs. You probably won't ever see mine, but I have a beagle and he's like under my feet right now. But Carol has varying German Shepherds, and Aries is what is he? Is he a white German Shepherd?
White Swiss Shepherd. In theory, it's the same thing. They were related at some point. Now you're not. So until now, he was just staring at me, begging for one.
Just one popcorn.
Yeah, just the one. But he wouldn't come get it. He was just laying in bed and looking at me. It's like, you want it, you come get it. Like,
you will feed me from here.
Sometimes I do that. Like if it looks particularly sad.
And of course, my mom calls.
Oh yeah.
Right when you're live.
She knows it's Monday.
I mean, it's not like you do this every Monday at the same time.
No kidding, right? Yeah. I'll call her whenever we do the 15-minute thing. In about a minute, I'll start it, and then we'll.
She should join us on stream. It would make things easier.
No. No. She popped up once in the live stream, and I'm like, okay.
I mean, she was supporting you. Like, what's the problem with that?
Oh, there's a wild Nisa in the chat. Hi, Nisa.
Yay.
Hello.
Look at YouTube
dear
now.
My sister's a German Shepherd. He looks like Ed from the. Oh, wow. As long as he doesn't act that bad. I mean, we all have derpy dogs, but.
Nope, these are pretty good.
Oh my god, this is good. I've never had this. It's Monster with mango.
Oh, I've had that. Yeah.
Oh my god, it's so good.
Are you done? Have you had your pet fills?
For now.
Thanks for visiting. Bye.
We are going to start the 15-minute timer.
Okay.
So read, write, clean off your desk, which is what I need to do horribly. So yeah. And we will be back in 15 minutes. Okay, and we are done, and that 15 minutes went by way too quickly, as usual.
I did things.
Oh,
Things were done.
that's good that things were done.
I proved 2 chapters and like a third.
So
Also finished my popcorn, which is sad.
we have more people that came in.
Yay.
No.
She's talking about dogs.
Yeah, we're all talking about puppies. Not a problem. Eva's here. Alec is here. Took the whole sprint to figure out what I wanted to work on at all. Tried every one of my open projects and thought, meh. Decided to return to trying to figure out how to rework my first published novel. Goodness. Yeah. I know a couple of people that go back and update it just because the way that they write now is not the way that they wrote back then, and they realized the way they wrote back then wasn't so good. Read an article about a woman who thought she was adopting a dog, but it was a bit. How does one?
Oh, that was in China.
Okay.
I read that article.
Oh my god.
Yeah, the dog kept eating everything, and they didn't know what to do, and so they took it to the vet, and the vet was like, "This is not a dog."
How do you not know that it's?
Because they thought they had gotten a Tibetan Mastiff, and so
okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
That would kind of make sense.
yeah.
Oh my gosh. As this thing populates like nobody's business. Opened my document and updated my website.
She has a website now. She has a website now. She has a website.
What?
Sky got a website. She made it live.
That's awesome.
I mean, she's been working on it for what? Forever?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. A couple months. I know she had some other stuff that popped up because she was moving over the summer, so that obviously put a damper in it.
Haley got 400 words.
Very nice.
Which, yeah, after not writing for 10 days, it's time to, you take a break and then you get back to it. Oh, deleted about 600 words, added in a back to. Okay, well.
All words matter, even the ones you deleted.
Yeah.
Go away. You've had some. That's it. That's mine. No. You can't have that.
Researching all the possible ways
side,
to publish
obviously.
serial fiction.
No. No. Go away. Go away. No.
Oh, popcorn.
No,
Popcorn,
it's not
Mama.
popcorn. It's just some pastry.
Oh, yeah, that'll do it. Wendy wrote 100 words. Thomas is writing first draft. Yay.
Because we're talking about it, I did go back and update my first ever published book, but that was because back in the day when I started publishing, I was like, it's totally fine to wait forever to continue a series, right? So I published the first book. It took a year and a half to publish the second book, and then I don't know, 2 to 3 years for the third one. And I published the third one in 2018, and by then I just needed to go back and redo the first book because it just wasn't the same writing style as the rest of the series anymore.
Yeah.
So I did that and redid all the covers and relaunched. And I'm happy about that because I want to continue writing in that universe.
Sky said she started in March, and then with everything that went on, which I totally understand putting a pause on everything else whenever life happens.
I mean, I decided to merge my newsletter lists like 3 to 4 months ago, and I still haven't updated my website for that.
Cache cleaned up the living desk. Next is tackling. Don't tackle the dishes unless they're unbreakable, because that's really gonna hurt.
I knew you were going there. I was like, oh, and there she went.
Yeah.
Do not sit there and roll at me. Do not. Going. Hi. But there you go.
The way I wrote back in the day I would consider complete trash, and now I pity my. Oh, yeah. But at least you know that you're growing. So, and getting better at words and putting them together in a more proper way.
Hey, I did a blog tour for that one. If I'm not mistaken. I'm pretty sure.
You more than likely did.
I'm not sorry at all. It makes some people laugh. It also makes some people roll their eyes. But at least I get a positive-ish reaction.
I love that jokes. What's wrong with no?
But you crinkled the wrapper.
30 seconds.
At least he's laying on the floor now.
Ooh.
You can't see him. He's looking straight at me.
Oh no, I can see ears.
And rolling. Yeah.
It's like the fish fin. Only in your case, it's this.
Yeah.
It's like, I swear, he behaves like he's been born during a famine and lived most of his life during said famine. And this is the first time he's had regular food in like 20 years. That's how my dog behaves.
Mine does the same thing.
Mine are all sleeping. Thank God. It's like the most chaotic times in this house are right after my husband goes to work and when he comes home, because that's when they're just like all over the place. Otherwise, they're just like this. This is like all they do all day.
Yeah.
That's all they do.
The only time whenever Copper gets up and motivates is whenever he has to pee, which is between the hours of 6:30 and 10:30. That's it. Other than that, he lays right here or anywhere next to me.
Shut up.
I'm looking forward to getting this cone off him.
Yeah. Doesn't it come off on Wednesday?
Yeah. Thank God. Yeah.
Sky, if you wanna, I'm working on getting the YouTube thing. Oh, good Lord. Okay, so if you want to put your website down there so that people can sign up for your newsletter, that would be cool. That way I can accept it or whatever.
His face.
Ah, Haley.
You
You can
and
come
your
to
dogs.
mine if you want. Spend a few months with him. I'll just go run around like crazy. It's fine.
I used to have 2 cats. I'm definitely not a cat person anymore now that I've had a dog. It has everything to do with the litter box and coming home after a week of vacation and going, oh wow, that smells.
Yep. I'm gonna mute myself for now. You can hear that.
Wasn't what I thought it was, to tell you the truth. So.
Let me over here.
Oh my gosh. Okay, so in another minute we'll do the thing again.
Okay, that sounds good.
Oh, don't do that. That's contagious.
I can't help it. I'm sleepy. I feel like the music on my thing just went up.
Ruh-roh.
I didn't tell you to go. Must be the provider.
Oh God. My cat thinks every meal he has is his last meal. It reminds me he needs to be fed about every hour. We can't just leave the food out. He'll, yep. Yeah. I remember those days. Okay. Yay. 9:05. So we'll do another 50 minutes. Oh, I still can't click it from here. I have to go over here. Okay. So another 15 minutes. 3, 2, 1, go. Motherfucker. Weekend stickers. Where to? Yay, done with that one. And that, how did everybody do? Get the 2 off of there.
Pretty good.
I got another 2 chapters in the book.
Awesome.
I got blinded by the sun.
Yeah, I saw that you were like leaning in to look at your screen and then realizing that that was the horriblest idea ever. Most horrible idea. Wow.
Sun's rising.
I have two reasons to brag then. First, I saw the sun today. There was a lot of it, enough for us to get like 16 degrees Celsius, which is like spring weather.
Yeah.
It was cool. And second, I got my first actual hate comment. So that was fun.
Fantastic.
Yeah, on an old video, some dude just complained that I was a dirty gypsy and I was going to the UK to ruin the country. It was on an old post that talked about the Romanian countryside, but whatever. So I did what you do. I screenshot it, use it as a teaching moment for other people thinking to bash an entire ethnicity, and then deleted it. It was cool.
What's going on?
And it's like I'm not even part of that ethnic group, and I still know it's bad. I don't have to be to know you don't do this shit, but you know, whatever.
Yeah, you really shouldn't be bashing anybody, no matter what, anybody. Ooh, Michael wrote 33 words, but trying to figure out which point of view to write in per chapter when the original was, oh goodness. Yeah, good luck with that mess. Also, we're working the when the original tended to skip. Yeah. Me and timelines don't do well, so.
I mean, my most complicated one spanned over 20 years because it was a long book. It was a romance that started when they were kids and ended when they were adults. So that was interesting because I had to choose when to skip, and it was a pain for a lot of it. You have to summarize without the info dumping and things like that. So yeah, but I enjoyed that.
Haley got 168 in an existential crisis.
That's awesome.
That feels like every writing experience.
Yeah, I was gonna say congratulations. I'm sorry. I hope that you're over the crisis because that's no fun.
I mean, definitely congratulations. When I have existential crisis, I don't write shit. So
we're writing some parts of the story.
oh my god, I just saw him. He was comment. Yeah, no, I said gypsy. But they're also fun, even if they're not hippies.
Yeah. And Alec did nothing. You were breathing, so you did something.
Yeah, that consumes calories.
We'll go with that. I colored a big piece of cardboard. What color did you color it?
Oh, it's true. I've only gotten one hate comment. That was by like an irrational teenager.
Yeah, no, that's my. I mean, I had hate comments everywhere, but not on YouTube. This was my first, and it was on an old video. So I was like, "What the hell?"
Picking on some new shit, man. Like my New York content's way more easy to make fun of. Come on.
Pretty much, but I was like, yeah, it was fun because his name was Persian Rambo, and his English wasn't that good. So I don't know what his point was about the UK. I just figured he was a troll and he picked the country based on the language I was speaking. So he had a few choices for English-speaking countries and probably went with the closest to him. I don't know.
Doesn't that count as like hate speech or something now, according to like YouTube guidelines?
Yeah, but it was just a random channel with no subscribers and no content, so.
Still counts. Still counts.
One of my friends reported him, so.
So much hate, so much. I can't take it. My small, tiny, fragile heart can't take mean words. Ah, sorry.
I can take it, but if I were Roma or some young Roma kid watched it and saw that, I'm not sure they would have liked it. So I don't know. It's clearly, I mean, it's ethnicity based and also, let's say, racially based too, because the Roma are technically brown, not white. So I guess it would qualify a bit as being a bit of a racist against people of the same color if he was really Persian or Palestinian or whatever he said he was. He was Rambo, that's all I remember. So, I don't know, man.
Anyway, Sky is avoiding her ending.
Good job.
Which I didn't even write one for NaNoWriMo. I literally got 50K and went, yeah, I'm done. So there is no ending to mine. I totally get it.
I dreaded it for Just Don't because it was like the final book in the series. So I really dreaded that ending. But I got it written in the end. Feels sad though. I don't know. I've never truly ended a series before on purpose. I did decide not to write in certain series, but you know, this I knew would be the last.
Cache, clean the stove. The dishes should be next, maybe. That's okay. As long as you get something done, I have to do that too. I have to clean. I've got parents coming over on Sunday and they're staying for a whole week, so yeah. YouTube needs to quit messing with the system and continue letting other content creators deal with the people that they're never going to do that. They're going to keep fixing it to work for them.
I mean, I'm still kind of upset they removed the content cop because I enjoy those. That was like, come on. All he said was that Leafy had a weak chin. That's all. Like, it's not even false.
There's an invasion. Okay. I know that WoW is World of Warcraft, but I don't game. So
I speak. Don't worry. I understand what they're saying. I hope you get that mount. Those are hard to get sometimes, unless you like pay $25.
Ugh. Don't you already pay for the game anyway?
Sorry?
Don't you already pay for the game anyway, like per month or something?
Yep.
I mean, that's for the playtime.
Yeah,
You
so
buy the
it's big,
software and then you pay for the subscription, yeah.
it's a big transition market thing. So basically you pay like whatever it is a month to actually play the game, and then they have like little extra cosmetic shit that you can have that you can pay for. And WoW is really good about making those things like accessories, like little tiny pets that are absolutely adorable. And then you've got mounts and let's see. Obviously, you have some of the in-game services like character transfer, changing names, all that other stuff. So that way, when you fuck up on your server, you can just like make yourself disappear and then reappear as a different person and do the exact same shit.
Yeah, but I mean, like, I remember from back when I was playing, I never felt the need to buy anything else but game time.
That's because you are a mature and rational person who doesn't have impulse buying issues.
Oh
yeah, I think that a lot of people,
a
lot of games cater for that.
I did spend an entire month in, what was it, Zandar Marsh, whatever, I forget the exact name. It was the area that looks exactly like the Avatar world. And I spent like a month doing some stupid daily quests every freaking single day just to increase my reputation to get one pattern for a stupid bag. But this was back in the day when you got a larger bag and you sold it for a lot of money, so it was worth it in the end.
Mm-hmm. Jace is having another what am I doing day. Dude, it's Monday. You're allowed to have a day like that.
Mm-hmm.
Hi, Heather. Need to do some cleaning today and editing done and do all the things, basically.
Yeah.
Well, Heather. Welcome, Heather.
Clean. We've got a D&D Christmas party on Wednesday. That sounds like fun.
Oh, this one's so cool. No, I can't wait for next year for Travis to be a bit less busy so that we can go back to Eberron and our characters and do the D&D stream. I miss Anu so much. Like, I miss that jerk. Oh, thank you. Thank you for that. That's the series I was talking about with the weird timeline. Thanks so much. That means a lot to me because yeah, it's the closest one to my heart, I guess, because I explored a lot of stuff from my life, like places, not necessarily other things.
Bye, Wendy. Be safe.
Yep.
Bye.
Yay, planner stuff.
Watch out.
Yeah, Thomas, that's why I don't go into any bookstore, and thankfully any bookstore is about an hour away from me. So, ugh.
I don't buy physical books. I do tend to impulse buy ebooks, but I solved that with my script subscription. For now. It doesn't always work. I still go buy stuff from Amazon.
Didn't tell them. Ooh. Food in general sounds good. Just upgraded my Monster Hunter World to Monster Hunter World Iceborne as an early Christmas gift from my hubby. PS4 games and The Sims are the extent of my gaming right now.
I'm just playing Black Desert right now. That's it, because it's easy.
I bought Doom.
Ooh.
The remake. I bought it a month ago. I haven't played it once because I didn't have the time.
Can I help you? What's going on?
Yeah, Sky, I don't really.
Oh yeah, that helps a lot. That helps a lot. Like the moment you don't have the money to impulse buy, everything is solved.
Mm-hmm.
About you.
Also, I found a new way of shaming myself into working, so I might get away with not streaming every day for the rest of my life. I started posting daily goals on both Facebook and Instagram, and then the next day I say how I did the day before. So that's kind of working. Not as well as live streams, but it's working. I do feel the pressure there.
Dana said that she will not be doing her live stream later today. Carol, does that mean that you're doing a pop-up like you did last week, or are you gonna not?
Probably not. Like, cause last week was finals, and as you could tell from the video, I was like literally flipping my shit. So you can tell from my current disposition, I'm kind of like, hey, what's going on? Things are good.
You're very much chill as opposed to last week. Whenever do you have incense or something?
Yeah, I've got.
And like, okay, because every so often I can see over in like this corner random smoke, and I'm like,
I actually live in hell. That's why we call it Arizona. So every now and then, like the smoke from the outside makes its way in. Just ignore it.
I was just wondering.
No, I am trying to make my house smell less like dogs. So
I totally understand.
Yeah.
As I just knock out one of my candle wicks. Fantastic.
It wasn't really a problem until the third one showed up, and now there's 4 here. So. Whose fault is that? Mine. It's totally my fault. I own it.
So my phone is dying. Apparently that happens if you use this timer thingy with the screen on for the entire day.
Yeah, that'll do it. Okay. And with it being 9:35, we will do another 15 minutes.
Yes, please.
Yes.
Okay. I'm on it.
Okay. 3, 2, 1, go. Okay, now I'm seriously multitasking because my finger's stuck in stickers. How did everybody else do? Oh my god.
I'm done with the proofread. All I have to do is write an author's note and then do the formatting for the ebook.
Awesome.
I did good. I got distracted
You
with
did.
work stuff. Because just like your mom likes to call you when you're alive, work is kind of like, we see you're awake. We have questions. And I'm like,
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
All she wanted to do was ask if I had a blender. That was it. Because she texted me right after, and I'm like, really? You could have just texted that.
It's all good.
Oh my god.
Oh, we got new people. Hello, Natalia.
Yeah. Natalia showed up during the 15 minutes, which is cool. Yay! Michael got distracted by Discord. Yeah.
Alright, just get away from me.
I just realized I'd only outlined my story up until the midpoint and was like, meh, future me can figure that out. And then I forgot about it.
Man, that's
Surprise!
not writer life right there.
Yeah,
There are a couple who have done that, yeah.
Yeah, I actually thought I'd do things a different way and make it a bit easier on me because I can't work with an extensive outline. But if I have like 2 lines per chapter, it works. And I did that for the Owl Investigations mystery that I'm currently writing, and it works. I just noticed I'm still slower when I write mysteries. So compared to romance, like contemporary romance straight up, mysteries are slower to write because I have to consider a lot of things like the questions and the answers and how they're all related and like, okay, fine. So at least I have the outline because it could be even slower at this point.
Brenda got distracted by campfire. Okay, so yeah, I saw your video on that and went, no, that's going to be a horrible decision for me to make. So I didn't even.
It's the best thing I've ever done.
While it would work out really well for me, I've
been using it to make like the glossary for my short stories.
Ooh.
And then I learned that you can actually like make groups. So like if you have like terms and they belong to a certain kind of thing, then you can just group them all into there. And it's just like, that's literally all I've been doing since we started. It's been great. And I can export it.
Ooh. Does it export well though, or does it get a little jumbly?
No, it's fine. It's great.
I have to try it to see if it can help. Because right now I feel I have stuff spread to way too many things. And my series are getting longer. At least for the Riverbrook series, for the Cozy Mysteries, I took the time to make a OneNote document with all the characters per book. They're kind of thrown together, but it's fine because it's searchable. And that helped because it has a huge cast, and I just couldn't go any further from book to book without figuring out who's who. Especially if I referenced older books. So that was necessary, so I kind of did it because I was starting to hate myself. But I never did it for Owl Investigations because every book has a smaller cast, or so I thought. And now I'm book 4, and I'm like, what the hell is going on here? Not to mention, like in Just Don't, there were things I mentioned in book 1, and I'm now writing book 10. What the hell? Plus there's a dog, which may or may not have been named in book 7. So I wrote book 8, 9, and 10, calling him Doggo, and thinking I can do a search and replace if he really had a name. If not, I'll just make one up and do another search and replace.
Nice.
But, it's like it's getting ridiculous. I need better management of my names per series.
There's a book that you might like, Haley. It's called you read it, Elena. I think it was like Write Your Novel from the Middle.
No, I haven't.
I think that that was one of Tamara's like panel books then. I was just reading Haley's comment and
yeah, probably. I think I skipped that one. I think I wasn't around for that panel because I've missed like 2 or 3.
Yeah, that's a good book. I would really recommend it if you're kind of trying to bring those things together.
It sounds good.
If you told yourself you're going to outline later and then forget about it. We've all been there.
Yeah, no, it's it's easier for me because I know where I start when I end and some midpoints that I need to touch on. But everything other than that is usually up for grabs unless I do like a really minimal outline of just a few lines per chapters. If I do more than that, I just shoot myself in the foot and it just doesn't work.
Mm-hmm. And Jace is trying to work with Scrivener.
I love it. I love it.
I do. I enjoy it too, but I know that I don't use it to its full potential.
But you don't need to. Like I only use like a few functions of it, and that's enough. I need the targets to be there so that I know what kind of progress I make. I need the per chapter word count so that I kind of have the same length for chapters. And the fact that I can do the corkboard outline, which I kind of I maneuvered it to show as I want it. Because if you use folders like the chapter folders and try to do an overall outline, it won't show up when you write scenes. So I'm just using a one folder and all the scenes for chapters because I usually write short chapters, so it works. So I have a full outline. It shows up when I write it. It's fine. It's good. I don't need anything else.
Program called Rightway.
I haven't heard of that. I'll have to look it up.
Neither have I. Between that and Campfire, you're doing pretty well with things now.
I like doing product reviews.
Yeah. That and anything to stay organized is nice too.
I've been putting off the Scrivener one because it's just like everybody and like their uncle has done a Scrivener video, and I'm like,
yeah.
I mean, I did one on Judo like a couple of years ago.
Oh, I used your video to figure out that program. I was like, oh, good, she did one. So I'm like watching it and figuring it out.
Yeah, I know. I mean, I'd seen some other tutorials to get that to work. And right now, if I just format for Amazon, it takes like 5 minutes. But because I'm wide, I have to do separate versions for each site. And because I can't be like a bit basic and just link to my website to the book pages, no, I have to do it for the by pages on the site in question. It takes like half an hour to get it done for all. So I was thinking to maybe update that to reflect the wide situation. But at the time, it didn't get any views. I mean, it got a few, like all my videos, but I was like, I hope it's done. But right now, it's close to 1,000 views. I think it's one of my very few posts that got that many views ever. And it keeps getting views every month. So I'm like, do it. Even if everyone has a Scrivener story, they work well. And people would like to see different ways of using them. So I think it would do well.
I don't see now. I outlined, but mine was just very like it was a dirt path. We didn't pave the road because mine are like, no, we're gonna go in this direction. I'll walk right by the path, but I'm not walking on it. So
I find that happens to me when I don't have a very clear idea of the character in the beginning, where I only see glimpses of them. If I know exactly who they are, if I had time to get to know them, then they stick to the outline, no problem.
Haley, Campfire is like a really amazing series Bible program. It's really extensive. It's got a lot to offer. You have to pay for it though, so it really depends on what you're writing and if you think it's going to be beneficial for you or not. Not that I want to plug my own channel and Athena's channel, but
Oh yeah, no, go ahead.
I did a video review of it, so if you want to check it out and see if it's something that you want, you can do that. They're currently working on a cloud version of it right now. So they just finished the Kickstarter for that, and it's in production right now. So,
with it being 10 o'clock, we're gonna do a last 15 minutes.
Yay! I have time for my author's note. So cool.
yay!
I'm kind of dreading that right now.
I hate when my bangs are growing out because they keep doing like this Jessica Rabbit thing in front of my face, and I always look sultry, and I'm like, I don't want to look sultry.
Too early in the morning for that shit.
Too early.
Okay, we'll do our last 15 minutes. 3, 2, 1, go. Okay. Last one is all done. Carol had to go because she had a work thing randomly pop up because that's what happens on Mondays.
I'm muted. Sorry. I got the author's note done, and I was just going through a quick read aloud through it, and I'm almost done with that. I have like 1 minute to go, so after this, I'll just do the, what do you call it? Formatting that.
Okay. Cool.
I can't wait to be done with this one.
So when is your book come out? Now is a good time to brag about your book that's coming out in a few days.
On the 20th.
On the 20th.
So December 20. That's why I have to release the final pre-order file. My God, what's wrong? It's been a long day. And I mean, I had kind of a strict schedule, so there was no room for things to go wrong. They did go wrong because they didn't care about my stupid schedule. But you know, we found a way to get it done, and worked in everything that I was supposed to, like Mike's edits and everything. But I'm hoping this is the last time I do this kind of a crunch. Which is why I'm so obsessed with getting everything done before the break and sticking to my schedule. Because things happen all the time, and I need a bit more of a buffer. I did have a buffer, don't get me wrong. I just didn't have a buffer for everything that went wrong. So,
yep.
The crazy life of an author. What can I say? But yeah, that's. Oh, I'm looking so forward to this one. I mean, this is like my passion project for now, because I have no. So this is a cozy mystery series, and I write nothing like cozy mysteries. My other mystery series does well because it's an LGBT mystery, and most of my readers are LGBT fiction readers. This one is like completely out of the blue. I'm just struggling to also build a readership here, but I love writing them so much. So I hope they'll pick up at some point and I'm not forced to drop the series. Because I can geek out about anime and manga and watching too much YouTube. Because my protagonist is a very geeky artist. She's way into anime and manga and cosplaying, so she's fun to write.
Gotcha.
So yeah, I mean, I can't wait for people to read this, because you know, Mike says, "Oh, this is the best one you wrote so far," and the edit was lighter than normal, but yeah. Oh, Jesus, we'll see how it goes. Oh, that's so cool. Hi.
It's nice to see like everybody's progressing, so I can see at least once a week here how people are doing.
Yeah, it's so cool and it's so inspiring, I say.
Technically, because you're filling out some new scenes, you are moving forward, but
yeah,
you know, what's going is going. Switched to crocheting and working on a baby blanket for my cousin. Aww.
Oh, that's so cool.
Yay, baby squishies. During these 2 sprints, clean around my desk. I did not clean. I moved shit around is what I did. I need to put it back. Made a list of things to do for today. Reshelved some books. Cool. So you are like way ahead of the game.
Yep.
Awesome.
So well.
Editing vacation photos and party planning.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
No, you don't. You have no idea how many things I have to use against myself to work. But to be fair, Sky, if you want my work ethic, I'm considering writing a non-fiction book, which will be called something like Defeating the Procrastination Beast or something like that, and it will be tips for lazy authors.
That would be great.
That's against you. And it will be all about my shame and peer pressure working as my fuel and how I trick myself into working more by using the fact that I'm a people pleaser and two competitive against myself. Because at this point, it's just I'm using everything I have against myself to keep working. Because I took a huge blow like right after Nano. I wasn't burnt out, but the days where I didn't have live streams, because I switched to just 2 per week, I was not doing well work-wise. I'd do anything but work. So I had to use all the tricks I could find. And it wasn't easy because I'm very lazy and quite a procrastinator, and maybe, who knows, maybe a bit ADHD. Might be. I almost had a breakdown and a cry when I found out I might have that a tiny bit.
It's not that bad, really. It's just figuring out how to work with it.
It's just an easy fix. It's a very easy fix if you actually have it and they give you that for it, because it's like the most easily treatable type of disorder you can have. Like, it's not like depression where if you need medication, there are very few to choose from and all of them have side effects. Like for ADHD, the panel is so wide and so little side effects, and it just works. But I have to see, because mine is, I feel so light compared to other people. I might manage it without it. I don't know. It's a weird thing to consider because I don't know. I had a very wrong idea about what it implies.
The easiest thing that I do, because I was diagnosed whenever I was a kid, like in middle school, you break stuff up into little segments. We do 15-minute times on here because that's all my brain hamster can handle before it just flies off the deep end.
Yeah.
And it's easier if you do that.
For me, it's like the decision-making part, which is the one that's mostly affected by ADHD, is the one that doesn't work. Once I start, I can stay focused and it's fine. But the starting thing, no. And if the consequences are far into the future, I just don't care. So I procrastinate endlessly until I get very close to deadline. And that's when I get super efficient. But I keep pushing myself closer and closer to the deadline, so I don't always make it on time, which is, and I don't want to work like that. It's just, it's annoying. But yeah, it was a weird discovery. I would have never thought that about myself because, like I said, I had a very different notion about what it implies. And because I've never been like a hyperactive child that couldn't concentrate and things like that, but then I realized it was mostly because I was very competitive. And the reason I don't do certain things, like I hate to be late and I try not to be late as much as I can, and usually early because of that, it's not because I'm that well organized. It's because I am a people pleaser and I know how completely awful it is to just be there and wait for someone for like half an hour. So, yeah. But it's cool.
Yes,
I've gone through bouts of depression. I agree with you there.
See, and it's fun living with somebody. My husband has no idea. He says he has no idea what depression is because he doesn't get depressed and he just goes on with life. And I'm like, dude, remember the one time whenever the thing that you wanted to do didn't happen and you were butthurt for a week? That's depression. So
yeah, you have to explain it because sometimes it's not just being sad. Sometimes there are completely different symptoms, and if you don't know how to pick up on it, you won't realize it. I had a conversation with my boyfriend a while ago. It was quite a while ago, where I was just explaining what I was going through, and he was like, you know what? I think you're depressed. And I was like, what?
Yeah.
No, because I've been depressed before and it didn't feel like that. And then I was like, oh, wait, it's a different thing. And it's the same thing. So yeah.
It's a different level. It's great.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
But apparently meditation and regular exercise do wonders for ADHD. From what I've read about it, as in physical exercise has way more positive effects on ADHD than anything, including depression. So,
It helps not really slow your brain down, but it sort of slows you down in general if you work out, so that you can concentrate a little bit more, so that you're a little bit more prioritized throughout the day.
Yeah. No, because I already had noticed that meditation, I don't do long meditations. It's just 10 minutes a day. I do Sam Harris's course. He has a special course with 50 different meditations. I don't know. I can find the link for it. That was great. And I did notice that when I skipped, I felt worse in all the ways. And then one day I was like, oh my God, I'm so tired of how irregularly I work out. I'm just going to start and do it. And it was before I found out about the whole ADHD possibility.
See, and I can't concentrate enough to do meditation.
It already helped. These are guided and short. That's why they work for me.
Okay.
Because they're 10 minutes max. And they're different, and they kind of add on as you go through them. And I think there's a lot of emphasis or not judging yourself for absolutely anything, not even getting distracted, because I know I've always had a lot of problems with that, because I get like my thoughts are really rambly. It's hard
I haven't
sometimes.
noticed.
Yeah. Oh no, this is mild. Like what gets outside is really mild and toned down. It's way worse in there, and it's way better now because I found some ways to cope with it. But at a certain point, in order to relax and to be fully engaged, I was knitting and watching series at the same time, and the knitting had complicated patterns. Because if I was doing just the one, it wouldn't distract me enough.
Yeah.
So now I can just watch a movie and it's enough, or do an art project and that's enough. It sucks me in, but it took a long time to get there. It does help with that, but it also helps me with managing my stress level and my worries, and not going off.
Yeah. See, and this was Cache. That was part of the reason why I wanted to do the daily or weekly, whatever, live streams, because I knew that there were people like me who would go through it and they'd not just for accountability, but just somebody to have there just in case. Yeah. I think that I'll probably buy the StreamYard thing for the month for the 2 Camp Nanos, so that I can do it again, because it seemed to help a lot of people and it helped me. So, because nobody needs to get that upset over after doing the nano thing and then going, okay, well, what's next? Because it takes up a huge, obviously it's the whole month, it takes up a huge part of your life, and then that's it. That's all you think about.
Yeah, I think if you want, we can test the Discord with OBS integration, and if that works, I'm happy to tell you how I did it. Because then you have the same thing, only it's free. You don't have to pay for it.
Yeah. I've seen it. I watch Twitch a lot, so I've seen them use it, and I just have to actually play with it in order to see how it works.
Yeah, no, we used that when we started the D&D stream at first. We were using Discord and OBS. And it was 4 of us on the screen because that's how many we were playing. And then Travis switched to Zoom, which is what him and Sarah are using right now. But I know it works with Discord. I've just not tried it. So, and you can add as many guests as you want. So,
yeah. Haley, I do this on Mondays. I'm not sure about next week because it's the 23rd, and I've got my mom and my stepdad coming the 22nd, considering that it's early-ish. I'll probably do it anyway, just because.
I'm doing mine until the 23rd.
Yep.
That would be the last one. Because I work 23rd and 24th, and from the 25th until the 6th of January, I'm off. Right. That's my break.
Yeah. No, I'll have the 23rd and the 30th at the same time. I try to make it the same time every Monday so that nobody has an excuse.
Yep. Because if it's the same time, when they are, it's not changing. So
Yeah.
and Carol did great with her schedules. I hope she does it again in January.
Yep. I have down below, I have the schedule for whenever everybody is. Usually if like Dana today isn't doing her Monday one, usually we let each other know in here, and the person before them usually updates and lets them know, which is why I said that she won't be doing it. Better step. Yeah.
Yeah, I know, Haley. That's why I decided to do them Monday and Wednesday. It's not as helpful as having them 5 days a week, but that's a bit too much because it
hurts after a while.
It puts a lot of pressure on what I can and can't do in the morning. So I can't have a slower start because everything has to happen like clockwork so that I'm there from 9 to 11:30. But I'm doing the Mondays and Wednesday. Unfortunately, my streams don't help a lot of people because they're at such an impossible hour for almost everyone in the US. And I apologize for that, but that's my morning.
I was gonna say, yeah, that's you, and that's nice that even mine I've been told is too early for people. So, and I'm like, oh well, there are other people. There's other time zones. People are awake.
Yeah.
So awesome.
Yeah, I get that. Yes, you should.
Yeah, okay, so whenever everybody really picked up during Nano, and the guys who do StreamYard, he kind of fiddle-farted around with it a bit. But yeah, if you want to learn, it's this whole thing is really easy to learn and go through.
Yeah, StreamYard is really easy if you don't, it's limited to 10 hours per month in the free plan, right? 10 hours?
Mm-hmm. So, no, it said 20 on their thing hovering over it, because I thought that it was going to be 10, but they said 20, so.
Yeah.
And then she went away. I didn't do that. Oops.
Sorry, I don't know.
You went away.
It just refreshed itself for some reason, the tab.
Gotcha.
Sorry. So yeah, I was saying they sent an email where they said 10 hours, because if I knew it was 20 hours, I don't care anymore, because now I do this on both YouTube and Twitch. Because I'm trying to stream on Twitch as well, because why not? I mean, it might bring in more viewers. But at that time they said 10 hours. So when you say 10 hours, it's very different. Yeah, they updated now to 20 hours per month. Oh.
There may have been a lot of people that complained about 10 hours.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I think that they bumped it up. I didn't even get an email. I mean, I realized that you guys have been doing it whenever StreamYard actually started, but I feel kind of left out.
Yeah, because they sent it if you already streamed for more than 10 hours per month. And I was streaming for 10 hours per week at that point.
Yeah. Yeah.
So yeah, no, it's way easier to manage. So if you do 1 to 2 streams per week, you're fine. Because that's like 4 hours per week, 16 hours per month. So you fall under the.
Well, then any over that you go any amount of time, it's still, there's a nice cushion. Oh goodness.
Oh God. Yeah, no, it's really late. I know. I'm sorry. I can't move it earlier because it's just too early for me. Unfortunately, mornings are a bit hectic because I have to wake up, walk the dog, things like that. So it's not feasible for me to start before 9 a.m. For that reason, I live in a flat, so it's not like I can leave him running around in the backyard because there's no backyard.
Yeah, no, I can't. Okay, so we have an enclosed backyard, and I can't even do that because he's a beagle, and he'll wander off, or he'll try to get underneath the fence in the back. And
Mine wouldn't try, but I live on the 3rd floor, so
yeah, that
no
makes no
garden.
sense to do that.
Sorry, Eva's originally my live stream was on Saturdays, but it was in the my afternoon on Saturdays, and it just like I'm trying to keep as much stuff as I can during the week because I'm really bad about breaks. So I don't know. I said this already. I'm having my first break that's not been enforced by health issues right now. Like I'll have almost 2 weeks. My previous vacation that wasn't a medical emergency or a medical reason was in August 2017. I'm really bad about taking breaks. So I still work on weekends sometimes, but at least I'm not writing and editing, which is something. It's a start. It's a start, man. Like, and the only streams I do on weekends are the ones I do with other people. So like the genre talk I do with Nikki, and the read-alongs and things like that. Because unfortunately, I have to try and take breaks. Even if I fail, I just need to. That's my goal for next year, to have actual weekends.
Yeah, no kidding.
So, yeah. That's
Cache, if you get with Carol, she'll be able to put you on the calendar so that everybody will know in January. She hasn't made a calendar yet because we're still like halfway through December.
Yeah. But I'm sure we can do one in January.
Yeah. Heather, I drop my monster off at 7:30 and then I have an hour to do what I need to do before we get on here. So it's all in whatever works for you, and people will be here whether they sign in from work. I know that Alex done that with me a couple of times, I think, or there's been somebody who's been at work who's logged in. And yeah, it's just do it whenever you can. People will be there.
Yeah, and people will understand, because it was really hard for me when I switched, because on Saturdays a lot of people could join. It was 9 a.m. Central, 10 a.m. Eastern. So it was a lot easier for people to join me on stream. And now it's pretty much me and everyone else in the comments, which it's not as exciting as it was, but I get more done. So
yeah,
that's the point in the end. Because otherwise Saturdays, like every other week, I'd cancel if I had any plans on Saturday afternoon. And let's face it, those happen because, you know, family and friends exist.
Yeah.
So, yeah, you just do you. You pick a time that's good for you and that's sustainable for you. And then hopefully some people will join. There will be less some days and more on other days. It's definitely dropped off for me since Nano. Like, it's not the same.
Oh, yeah, goodness. Everybody comes in during NaNoWriMo.
Yeah. But it's still cool, and I'm still doing it, and I'm going to keep doing it next year. So, yeah. It's all good.
Chores done.
Yeah, that works.
Yeah.
Actually, 11 a.m. Eastern is 8 p.m. for me, so I can be there at least in the comments. I'm fine with that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, just make sure you let Carol know so that you can get on the on the thing.
Yeah, or it's editable usually, so you can add yourself. It's not a problem.
Okay, it is 10:40.
Yeah, we should.
Yeah.
I still have wait, let me just tell you. So I've worked for 6 hours and 55 minutes according to this today, and I still think I have about 2 hours to go till I finish everything.
Goodness.
Yep, it will be fun.
Ugh. So do you want to do your outro thing? That way you can plug your book again that comes out on the 20th?
Oh, yeah, sure. Why not? Thanks. I thought I had already plugged it enough. But I won't say no. So my name is Alina, for those of you who don't know me. I'm a fiction writer. I write mystery, sci-fi and fantasy, and contemporary romance. Most of those are LGBT fiction. My next book will be released on December 20. It's a cozy mystery. It's called, Murderous Ties. It's a Christmas cozy, so yeah, hope you check it out, and you can check the rest of the series. I have a prequel out and another full mystery, so that's it.
Because you plugged it so many times that the title eludes you.
No, I just written the author note and the ending, and I plugged the next one. And I was going to say the title for the next one. And I was like, no, it's not that one.
Yeah, no, that's not going to work out.
Yeah.
Okay. And my name's Athena. I'm the host. I do this every Monday from 8:30 to 10:30 Eastern. So at least it's at the same time. I'll be doing it on the 23rd, whether or not my mom and stepdad decide to get here early or not. I don't think that they'll be here early, but I don't care. And she's not watching, so we're good. I am working on procrastinating like hell, editing the first book so that I can get beta readers sometime at the beginning of the year. We'll see how that one goes, because I haven't edited more than like 3 chapters this month. So,
Yeah.
oh yeah, no, I will. I'm putting a lot of like fake stuff that I need to do ahead of it instead of sitting down and doing it. That and the YouTube rabbit hole is real.
Very,
Yeah.
very real. Hey, babe.
Oh
See,
my goodness.
who knows we're about to log off. Look at him.
I don't know where mine went. I have to go and find him because normally he's right here and he left. So.
Thank you for having me today.
Yeah.
And thanks for everyone who's joined us.
Yeah. All right. So we will end the broadcast and I will see everybody back on here on Monday.
Yay. Bye.